I came up through the service industry. I was a dishwasher. I was a fry cook. I've had just about every conceivable job there is. I taught English in Japan, and then spent a lot of time in specialty coffee. Took a detour through IT, then went back to specialty coffee, where I was the director of IT for Intelligentsia Coffee and Tea in Chicago. And I got really excited about the brick and mortar space, the opportunity that every 6 months you could open a new store and reinvent the tech stack with all of the rapid developments that were occurring. And so after about 5 years in Intelligentsia, I jumped ship. I started my first, boutique IT consulting company with one of my current co-founders, Louisa. And that's when we discovered how deep the technology stack problems were in the restaurant space, that they had nobody advocating for them, that there was a lot of opportunity to improve the employee experience as well as recapture a lot of revenue and things like that. So, after operating that business for a few years, Luis and I launched Science on Call in 2020 with a focus on solving the technology problems for restaurants. Science on Call is a tech support platform for restaurants. So restaurants have this wildly evolving and unwieldy tech stack where they might be using 10 or 12 different pieces of technology, things like point of sale, third-party ordering and delivery services, loyalty programs, internet, internal networking, and software and hardware. And the problem is that restaurant employees are typically too busy and not tech savvy enough to diagnose or solve the problems that are costing them money and causing them a lot of frustration and pain. And so we set out to develop a platform that would allow any restaurant employee within the four walls of the restaurant to have a single point of resolution for any problem that's affecting their operations from a technology perspective. So we do it on a subscription basis. And, we currently work with a lot of restaurant operators that they have internal IT people, but those people don't solve those problems effectively. They're working on bigger initiatives like strategy and growth and innovation, whereas our platform solves technology problems quickly. Over time, we see an opportunity to extend beyond the boundaries of restaurants and beyond the boundaries of IT. For example, retailers have these kinds of problems too, convenience stores, nail salons, bookshops. And anytime we can solve problems for a broader category, it also expands the market opportunity for us. There's an additional 1.2 million brick and mortar retailers in North America. And, they don't just have IT problems, they have HR issues and they have inventory and finance issues. A lot of these things are common. They're experienced by all of the operators, whether they're in restaurants or retail. And a lot of those problems can be automated. And by ingesting all of the problems that we're solving right now, we're able to build out automations for the most common issues affecting the operations of restaurants as well as retailers. So we do see an opportunity to ultimately build a brick and mortar operating system that will serve anybody with a front door and an internet connection. So. We saw, with York, we saw an opportunity to partner with an investor who already understood our space. There are plenty of investors who I think do not, but York had already done the work to understand, the multi-unit restaurant world, and they understand the size of the opportunity. And they also understood our vision for a brick and mortar operating system. We could see that it resonated with them quickly. So between their successful investments and other platforms like Ovation and our work, we felt that there was a lot of synergy already. But the really exciting thing about us with York was, the advisory services as well. Not only did we have an investment team that understood who we were, what we could achieve with the right resources, and when we would be able to achieve it, but also access to those advisory services around, go-to-market and product and, even FP&A and marketing. Those are the things that really excite us because we just want to build and we just want to solve problems for our customers. We don't want to build out large teams to develop our software. We don't want to build out a huge marketing mechanism right now when we're really in the prime of our lives. We've got energy, we've got focus, and there's a lot of demand for what we do. So we want to focus on doing those things and then leverage all the other resources York brought to the table